Continue talking about indeed the great things that you are doing. I want to keep this short, sweet, and interactive, right? I am not a big fan of traditional speeches. I like to say a few things to sort of set it up, and then let's talk. Let's talk to each other, let's talk with each other, because I think that's really where the value is. Now, I, in preparation, wrote down 9 things that the diaspora can do to help Congo become prosperous. And then, behind those comments, I had been working on an article called My Vision for Education Investments in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And since coming to this event, I know we were told to stay away from politics, not to talk about politics. So I will ask you to, if you want, go to my LinkedIn page and you will see my vision for education investments in the DRC. And what's I think kind of nice is that some of the things that have been discussed here are in this vision. So great minds think alike. Many of us have the same ideas about what we think could really propel Congo into a strong country, a prosperous country. So I will focus my comments on these 9 things that I think the diaspora can do to make Congo prosperous, and I hope that we can have an exchange about it. So I'll make it very quick. Point number 1. Congolese can help to dispel myths and stereotypes about DRC to change our storyline about the country. We talked about here becoming brand ambassadors, really bringing a new vision and inspired vision about the Congo. As Congolese people in this room and everyone else that's out there, we are action-oriented, we are holding each other accountable, we are optimistic, and we are working towards a future of Congo that is positive. So that's 1, serving as brand ambassadors. Number 2, Congolese can help shape U.S. and international policy priorities. And I don't know if this is the right thing for me to say at this moment, but I feel like there are other communities, that are very strong. They come together, and no matter what differences they have, they create a strong lobby, and they go into policy apparatuses and make their case known. And I think there's so much being thrown at the DRC that it would serve us really well to come together and create a constituency that allows us to talk, in some cases, as one voice, particularly to powerful governments and institutions that want to play a role in our development and aren't always consulting us in the process. The diaspora, in conjunction with our Congolese partners in country, can help bring reforms to our beloved nation state. So I've been living in the United States for 25 years. And there's always this tension. Those of us who live here, some people see us as not knowing, not caring enough about Congo. And we use location as a proxy for who cares more. So if you live in Congo, you must really care about Congo. But we know that's not true. There are people in Congo today who do everything they can to destroy that country. Am I wrong?
That's wrong.
And then there are those who live outside of Congo who are working every single day of their lives to transform that country in their own little way, in their own big way. So we need to stop using location as a proxy for caring about a place. And particularly now with technology and and cheaper flights to get to places that we need to be. The world has changed so much since when I left Congo. And so, but we have to work as partners, right? Congolese living here, Congolese living outside of Congo need to find local Congolese as partners, and we need to work together to build our country. And that's been discussed here. There's been so much of that being discussed in this room today. There's also this I feel like I have a dual identity. I'm Congolese, but then I've been living in America for a long time, and I'm always trying to take the positive of living in the United States and having that experience, the positive of being Congolese, and constantly trying to put those two together. That's my daily fight. It's my daily, conversation that I have inside of me, and then the opportunities that I have to work on things that I care about. So I'll just give one example. One of the I belong to a foundation. Foundation called Education Congo, and it's been around for 20 years, and I'm on the board. And Education Congo supports 2 universities in Congo. Over the past 20 years, we have sent close to $1 million to Congo for scholarships and supporting the institution on various activities. And some of the members of the foundation are not even Congolese. Although many are Americans, and they were born in Congo, or they went there as missionaries, they have some connection to Congo. And you can't tell, an institution like that and the people who work for it that they don't care because they don't physically live in Kinshasa or wherever. So it's a really good example, and when I sit in these meetings, I'm so inspired by these individuals, some who are not Congolese, who literally are losing, brain cells, trying to figure out where can we get the money, what can we do for this institution, what can we do for that institution. It's really powerful. So I think we need to get positive activities and actions from wherever we get it, and we shouldn't use location as a proxy for whether we care about something or not. Number 4, my favorite. We should not shy away from politics. Whether we like it or not, politics is the critical vein that runs through every aspect of our society. Every single aspect of our society has politics in it. And it doesn't matter where you live. America, Canada, Democratic Republic of Congo. I've been in many Congolese groups since I left Congo. And there was always this common refrain: we don't want to talk about politics. We don't want to deal with politics. And back then, I used to think, but why? It's such an important, what makes or breaks us, it's what allows us, all of us have made personal and professional decisions solely based on the politics that are happening back home. So, politics is not for everyone. But we should talk about it. We should encourage our best minds to get involved when a person feels inclined to do so. Our best minds. Our best minds. Politics it's nasty, it's corrupt, it's dangerous, and in some cases it's unproductive. But if our best minds don't enter politics, none of those things are going to change. Everything that we've talked about here that's positive ultimately will be amplified if we get our politics right. Noella, who I've known for almost 10 years, talked about children not having water. children not being able to go to a good hospital, children not being able to use good roads to get to school. That's the work of government and politics. And if we can't take care of that, her work, as wonderful as it is, will be stifled. But imagine if all those things were taken care of. Imagine what could be done. And that's the work for everyone. Everyone that's here that's doing such incredible work in Congo and outside of Congo, we've got to take care of the politics. I don't have all the answers, but I know that the truth is we can't stay away from it. We have to figure out a way to get involved in our small way, in a big way. It's an individual decision, but we can't shy away from it. We have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's always the elephant in the room. Become mentors to young professionals in our home country. I think it was the last panel, worked at Microsoft trying to find 15, yes, there you are. Yes. See, we think alike. I wrote it down here. Become mentors to young professionals in our home country. We have to figure out a way to exchange and democratize information. It's one of my two favorite words these days is that democratization of information, democratization of our knowledge, democratization of our skills. We can't be in our own little corner and not share. There are so many young people on our continent and in our countries that need our expertise. And sometimes it could just be as simple as a phone call. It could be as simple as, take a look at my resume. It could be as simple as, let me introduce you to this person that I know that could help you get to where you want to be. And let's teach people who are younger than us that it's really important to ask. Ask for what you need. Be intentional in your plans and what you want to do. And then when we have the time and effort and energy, let's then give, when we can, what we're asked for so that we can, help each other. Number 6, Congolese can bring their talent, energy, skills to further economic progress in DRC through employment, entrepreneurship, volunteer work. The list goes on. But it's really going to be going back, and I won't mention any individual group, but going back to those groups that are very strong in the diaspora, and they always come together to help each other. They turn around and help their countries develop with their skills, with their activities, with their money, with their time. We really need to get better at that as Congolese people. It's really critical to our development. Somebody mentioned that they know very wealthy Congolese living in Belgium. That's true. Sometimes we seem to have a paralysis in just getting up and seeing after we've been away for a long time and just see what our country looks and feels like. That's to me is the first step. No matter where you are in that, where you are in your life. If you can plan ahead, it's so important to just sometimes just your impact can be felt just by going there and interacting with families, with your family, interacting with the people that you grew up with. It's not economic development, but it's psychological development, which can lead to all the other kinds of development that we need and want. Somebody was talking about the desire to make sure that you have, a suitcase filled with gifts and money because that's what people expect. And maybe because I'm getting old, I don't care about those things anymore. I go home when I need to, and it's good for me, it's good for my child, it's And ultimately, hopefully it will be good for Congo because it will give me a perspective each time that I go, and you never know what's going to be that spark that's going to help make whatever contribution I'm supposed to make to my country. I'm part of this foundation, and we work out of the United States. So using technology, using all kinds of tools, we're able to make an impact in Congo. And so, depending on where you are in your life, you may not be able to move, but you can still do something. Attending an event like this